This is Pictionary Error, and it is quite possibly one of the worst board games I have ever played. Now, I realize that statement sounds hyperbolic because there's plenty of bad games out there, such as Gender Stereotypes the game, and Rat Race the game, and I Just Learned How to Swear and I Still Think I'm Edgy the game. But Pictionary Error is on a whole other level. As usual with my reviews, though, let's start with what I like. Okay, I like that they didn't call it Pictionary, right? They showed some restraint. They didn't put a pun in it. That's cool, I guess. I like that the box is compact and portable. It's easy to pack up and take with you. Oh, and I like that the screw on the back of the battery cover is captive, meaning it won't fall out when you remove it. So that's great. Captive screws sure would have made assembling my PC easier. Should have just got a framework. Anyway, now let's get on to what I dislike. So this game comes with a electronic gizmo. Here's the pen and an app. And you might think that because there's an app and a gizmo, that there's some sort of Bluetooth pairing connection between the two. You'd be wrong. This pen literally just turns on and has a red light, and when you press this button, it has a green light. When the app detects the green light with your camera, it will draw on your phone. So you essentially have to aim the phone at the person who is drawing, and then you have to look at the tiny picture that is being drawn on your phone screen. That's a lot of fun. The game suggests that you cast your device to a larger screen, such as a television. Okay, great. But there's no native cast support, which means you have to use your phone's cast function that's built in, and it's just a bit more cumbersome than it should be. Not only that, but I was using a high-end phone from 2017, and even though this app is only from 2019, the phone was overheating just from running the app. And I just presume that's because the app's not very well optimized. But needless to say, it's a cumbersome process. Not to mention the fact that when you play the game, I'll put a little diagram up here, the person who is drawing has to be in front of the device. And if the person is drawing in the front of the room and you're casting it to your TV, that means they're standing in front of the TV drawing, which means you can't see what they're drawing anyway. So does that mean you just have to awkwardly have the person off to the side with the camera pointed at them so that everyone can see the TV clearly? It's just an awkward setup that you wouldn't run into if there wasn't needless electronics shoved into this game. So I myself have generally cooled on games that use app integration. It was novel at first, but that novelty has worn off. Now, there is a Pictionary Air 2, which adds Bluetooth functionality to the pen. Exciting! Unfortunately, it has nothing to do with the writing. All it does is add an erase button to the top. Before, if you wanted to erase, you had to go up to the phone screen and tap a button, and it would erase the whole screen, and you'd have to start over. So they added an erase button, but the Bluetooth connectivity does nothing else. Well, I guess it lets you add and remove points for the teams, but it doesn't add anything else to the drawing functionality. So that's a missed opportunity. Now, I spent one George Washington on this at a thrift store, and I still feel like I got ripped off. It's just not a good game. And if you're going to play something where someone's in front of the crowd acting silly, why not just play charades? And if you're going to play Pictionary, just grab a piece of paper and a pencil, right? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This has no reason to exist. They needlessly shoved technology into something where that didn't need it. Now, the interesting thing is I actually thought of a much better way that they could have implemented Pictionary Air, which is to just use your phone. Phones have gyroscopes and accelerometers. They have a bunch of sensors in them. And so, in order to make Pictionary Air, all they needed to do was make an app that detects what direction you're moving your phone and have that cast to the TV, and then you could just have someone hold their phone and draw with it. Crazy, right? But I guess then they couldn't sell you this useless piece of plastic. So, anyway, Pictionary error is terrible. I'll see you next time on Board Games, Bricks, and Hobbies. Take care.